Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Play fake. Winston.
There's Chris Olave.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Down inside the 40.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
To throw, Winston. That's
the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes right side. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 25 on second down, Winston.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Again, it's Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Winston. And that is incomplete.
Winston's pass intended for Deontay Hardy. Incomplete. It's
Now Winston on 4th down.
And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Jameis to throw it. Complete. Smith has it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard.
Here's Winston.
Down and 2.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oliver made the tackle. A gain of 5.
Winston now.
2nd and 5.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 31, Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
The Bills hit 9-4 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They run it again with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Allen now looks to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Winston. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Binds, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Jameis now on first down. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A 10th carry for Kamara, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. This is fielded at the 27. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Cook has it, left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And again, it's Allen.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
A 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it is the Jets who have the lead in the second quarter. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Davis Mills, the Stanford man, with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Demarcus Robinson, a touchdown reception. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. To the air, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
2nd and 6.
Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for the Saints.
Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete to Kamara. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here come the Bills. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen finding Knox there, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marcus Davenport able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Allen. Under pressure, they got him again.
No stopping Peyton Turner on that sack. He would not be denied. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. forced out, and he's going to go down again. Marcus Davenport. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Bass is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Winston complete to Olave on the out route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this will wind up as Saints' 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Winston. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He goes once again right back to Hardy. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
1st down, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Again, it's Winston.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
A 57-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. The left side caught by Diggs.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills.
James Cook, ball carrier. Touchdown.
And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, They tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team, and they committed to it and got it done right there.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Jameis now on first down. Looking for Alvin Kamara on the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now out come the Bills. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The stop by Marcus Davenport. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Cook again. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Buffalo, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.